Ba, 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 ba. Ba, ba. Oh, hey, what's up? We're going live. Got home from work early today and I figured, you know what? I'm not going to do nothing but sit on the couch and consume Bears content on YouTube or play video games or something. Let me just go live and let's talk some afternoon Bears stuff, huh? I haven't done a video in a couple weeks on the Bears anyways. I have my Saturday night podcast, Loud Horsing Off, that I do. If you want to consume some of that, we go live every Saturday night, 10 o'clock, 10 p.m. Eastern time, 9 Central. And yeah, we just shoot the shit and have fun, make laughs. But today we're going to talk about Bears a little bit. The Bears currently sit, as you all know, at 2-2. Well, which is good because for a second there, I thought we'd be fucking 1-3 going into this bye. But yeah, we pulled it out in we pulled it out in Las Vegas. That's what you should always do if you're in Vegas. You should always be pulling out. Anyways, no, we pulled out the victory with that blocked field goal. That was freaking awesome. And we go into the bye 2-2. Yeah, I put a little ticker at the bottom. If you guys have any topics you want to talk about, put them in the comments and we'll talk about whatever the hell you guys want, providing that it's Bears, because we're not doing Loud Horsing Off right now. This is just Bears. But okay, going into the bye 2-2, feeling pretty good, except for all the damn injuries that we've had to deal with all during these first 4 weeks. Big names going down, draft picks not playing. Okay, 10 overall pick. And Colston Loveland not getting in there, last week. And so hopefully after this bye, we can get some people back on the field. Yeah. Because damn, we're going to be going into Washington and, I want to have all hands on deck for that one so we can get a little bit of payback, get a victory from them that week. So, but let's talk about what we've seen so far. We bring in Ben Johnson. I personally think he's been an excellent head coach so far. He's a wild guy, right? He's got a ton of energy. He's militant almost. He's fucking laser focused, obsessed. And I couldn't ask for a better head coach actually, because he holds guys accountable, and I think you see that on the field. It translates, because with other past head coaches who just maybe didn't hold guys accountable, it was a fucking shit show. I mean, the last, I don't know how many years, um, our offenses looked like shit. And not to say that our offense now just look good, a lot of mental mistakes, but when the offense flows and the plays work out, you're like, okay, that's what this is supposed to look like. And so that's good, because when it looks good, it's really good. I mean, and not to say that we don't have some pretty good performers so far. I mean, to see Rome Odunze take the step that he has so far has been, it's freaking awesome, because you draft them so high and you draft them with Caleb and you hope that they grow together and this whole thing, and you see it happening. It's good. That's good. Um but yeah, Ben is just he's a wild man, dude. And I think once he gets, I guess, everybody up to speed, I think, like he said, you're going to see our best football later in the season, because he knows it's going to take this long for everybody to acclimate and get get with the fucking program, right? And so, from what I've seen so far, shit looks great. But come later in the season, when they start really fucking hitting on all cylinders, I think we're all going to be very happy. Where we'll be in the standings, though, don't really know where we'll be in the standings. Like, will we be in the playoff hunt? Don't know. I honestly kind of don't care. I don't. For me, this isn't a win now season. I don't think it is. This is a Let Ben pour the foundation and let it set and let everybody gel and learn the offense. And I want to see them get better progressively. I think we have, but I'm not banking on fucking playoffs. I ain't. If they do, great. But if not, I'm not going to be upset about it. I just want to see Caleb grow. I want to see the offensive line fucking gel and stop making stupid ass mental mistakes, holdings, false starts, and all kinds of shit. And then I want to actually see the offensive line play a little bit better. So that whole gelling with them too needs to happen a little bit more. Speaking on Ben Johnson, I want to say that it's made the rounds a little bit on the news and on YouTube and on Twitter that and he's even had to come out in a press conference, which he did the right thing probably as a face of a franchise to say, I'm talking about his interview, that little halftime interview snippet thing where he got a little short with the reporter and well, here. Let's do this. We've got the technology. It's 2025.
You need to change what you're doing. I don't know. You think so? We're going to be just fine. You need to change what you're doing. I don't know. You think so? We're going to be just fine.
And they were. And they were just fine. They pulled out the win. They got it together. A nice little drive there by Caleb and Ben calling the place for them to get down there. But me personally, he doesn't need to fucking apologize for that. I don't give a shit if he thought he heard a word or he didn't hear a fucking word. It doesn't matter, okay? This fucking Las Vegas 4 being all snooty, and yeah, she might be a good journalist. I don't fucking know. I don't give a shit, okay? This guy's locked in right now, okay? They're fighting for their fucking lives. They don't want to go into the bye 1-3. You don't want to start your season 1-3. This guy's fucking locked in this one. Do you think maybe you want to do something different? You're going to attack them? That's what you sound like. That's what you sounded like to him right there. And so he was like, what? Yeah, you think? You think maybe we should do something different? You think so? Here's my fucking call sheet. You finish up the game. Stupid. Yeah. No, we'll be all right. So I don't. He's laser focused. He's in the heat of the moment. He's a bit of a maniac, and I like it. And he shouldn't have had to fucking apologize for that shit. This fucking society and their hurt feelings and being so sensitive and shit. Okay, you ask a dumb fucking question, you're gonna get a dumb fucking answer. You think maybe you should do something different? Oh yeah, you think? Yeah, let's do something different. So I don't agree with that. Dude's he's a maniac, and I like that. And he handled that shit wonderfully, Ben. Ben, you don't have to apologize to shit. But he did the right thing. He did the right thing. You don't want any what do they call that? Public relations. You don't want any problems with public relations, so you got to go out there and say, hey, yeah, maybe next time I'll handle it better and whatever. I would say no. They're going to ask you a dumb question in the middle of a game. Who the fuck started doing this? The number one, that's the dumbest idea. This little 10-second Q&As in the middle of a game. I don't know if this is like them heading off the field or them heading back onto the field after halftime. It's irrelevant to me. I don't give a shit either way. You shouldn't be asking the coaches jack shit. Or players or anybody. Leave them the fuck alone. Let them play the game. Let them finish the game. And then after the game, you ask all the fucking dumbass questions you want to ask anyways. I mean, half the time when I hear the media's questions at the press conferences, I'm like, what the fuck are you asking the dumbest shit? But whatever. I'm sure there's angles to it that I don't understand because I'm not a journalist. I'm just a color commentator. I'm just a fan. I'm just a fan of the game, and I've got a big fat mouth, so that's what I do. Follow me on Twitter or YouTube or Rumble. Like and subscribe. Do all that good stuff. Anywho, so again, yeah, I don't think he should be apologizing for that stuff. Yeah, he did nothing wrong. He just kind of was a little snippy and short with his answer, and if you don't like it, then you don't like it. That's a you problem, not a Ben problem. He's trying to win a fucking football game, not answer dumbass questions. Anywho, but I like the direction the guy's getting, the direction Ben's getting with the team. I like the direction they're going in. Even despite like their defense, it's a weird conundrum going on with the defense. Whereas they're giving up a fuck ton of yards, but I think we're like top 3 in fucking turnovers in the NFL. So they're getting turnovers, which is great, but they're letting up a lot of fucking yardage in the meantime. And I know that's probably not the defense Dennis Allen wants to run. He's not going to run this Eberflus bend don't break. That's not what I thought was advertised. What I thought what it was advertised was it was going to be aggressive and we are just going to be penetrating and blitzing and boom, boom, you know. Pardon me, sorry. But with the turnovers, you know, but now we're just getting the turnovers and letting up a shit ton of yards. Mostly on the ground. I mean, our front four is just struggling. I'm going to put it nicely. Those guys, they're just struggling. They're letting, okay, I mean, they just let Ashton Genty just fucking rip them up and down the field. I mean, the kid had a career day. He's only played 4 games. He's not going to top those numbers for a while. He's going to be like, yeah, my best game of the season was against the Bears in week 4. Like, oh my God. So they're getting gashed on the ground, but yeah, but they hang in there. They play good defense. I mean, Tyreek Stevenson, huh? What a surprise from that kid. We always knew he was talented. The kid is great size, great speed, great instincts. The kid's fucking physical. He plays like a strong safety. If he's got to come up and make a tackle, man, he'll fucking lay you out. And the kid gets a bad rap because of the fucking Washington game last year where, you know, we all know he was jack-jawing with the people in the crowd. Meanwhile, the Hail Mary play is happening behind him. Turns around. Oh, shit. And we know how I'm not going to relive that one. That wound has healed finally. And we get redemption this week. Nope, next week. Sorry, we have a bye this week. The next game, we have redemption where we're going to be playing Washington. I believe in Washington. So Tyreek better be laser focused. Laser focused. He better want to be all in this game's ass. I did come across, there was a great interview today of Kevin Byard has a nice little show called Intercepted, right? And he had Tyreek on. And he had brought up the question of how's he going to handle this game against Washington? And I was fucking laughing. Listen to check Tyreek out. Here's what he says.
Like, they're going to do their best job to have the cameras in my face.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to do the best job to the stories. I'm pretty sure when I get in there, they're going to play it on the big screen.
You think they are?
What? Come on. They finna go the whole 9. The best thing I could do.
So when I heard that, I was like, oh, so he already knows. He is well aware on all the Jumbotrons. They're going to be playing that fucking play over and over. If Hogan Johns is listening or watching this, or maybe they'll put it on Twitter, they usually ask for over-unders. Set one of the over-unders as how many times are they going to play that Tyreek Hail Mary play during the broadcast and or in the stadium? How many times are we going to fucking see that? Oh my God. So yeah, he better be locked in. I'm sure he will. Listening to the whole entire interview, I suggest you guys go check it out. It's on David Kaplan's YouTube channel. It's really good interview. The kid's grown so much. He's matured. He feels the responsibility of having to step in and fill in Jalen Johnson's shoes because Jalen being out all year now, Tyreek's cornerback number 1 now. And so that's big shoes you got to fill. And I think the kid has it. He's got all the talent to do it. He's just got to stay focused and keep doing what he's doing because he's having a really good year this year, which is going to make things difficult on Ryan Poles when it comes time to start talking about this kid's contract because he is going to be due for one next year, I think. Could it be the end of this year? I'm not sure. I could fact check myself, but then we'll have a lot of dead space where I'm not rambling. But I mean, my comments are wide open if anybody wants to comment. Where's Tyreek in his contract, in his rookie contract? Where is he? Because offhand, I don't know exactly. But either way, the kid, if he's balling out like this, Ryan Poles is going to have to, if the kid's really balling out, you're going to want to keep him on this defense. I mean, can you imagine if the kid really steps into a cornerback 1 level? We're going to have 2 number 1s, Jalen and Stevenson. Like, dude, I mean, the secondary was supposed to be our pride and joy as it is, but this kid really solidifying that's like really going to bolster that status, that moniker of, oh, our secondary is fucking badass. Unfortunately, our secondary has been going through fucking all these injuries. If we can get Kyler Gordon back, that'd be great. That'd be great against Washington. If we can get TJ Edwards back, that'd be great. And then this whole thing about the front 4. They can't stop the run. We're getting destroyed on again. We're getting gashed in the run game. They need to figure that out. I mean, maybe it's a little too late to be doing this, but maybe we shouldn't have drafted a punter in the 4th round that one year. And then maybe at 10, we shouldn't have fucking drafted a tight end. Maybe. Defensive line, man. I know we're beating a dead horse, and a lot of people are really not liking Poles' decisions. I mean, I guess I'm not the biggest fan either, but I don't know if I'm at the point yet of being like, we got to fire his ass, get rid of him. Why did we extend him? Why, I don't know what goes on in those rooms. I don't know what they think they need on the team. I do know last year, right? Going into last year's season, I know the media was worried and asked Poles like what he thought about the current state of his offensive line. They're like, are you confident these are the fucking guys you want to go into battle with? And he was like, yep, totally. I mean, just chest out and everything. He was proud of that offensive line and he was happy with the depth. And Caleb got sacked 68 fucking times. So, going into this season or the off season, of course, we're the off season champions where we bring in Drew Dahlman, center, Jonah Jackson, right guard, Tooney at left guard. We have Darnell Wright, nice pillar at the right tackle, although he has not looked locked in this season. But anyways, and then Braxton Jones, a big question mark at left tackle. And I had pretty much spent my whole offseason on Twitter in Meatball Island with fucking Greg Braggs getting trench drunk, saying like, yeah, we need to fix both lines, defense and offense. We need to fix these. And I had said, because I'm an extremist, I said, I want every piece of draft capital and every available free cap space dollar to go to bolstering and rebuilding both lines. And what did we do? I mean, again, we brought in those 3 offensive linemen. They've been all right. Jonah Jackson's kind of hasn't really looked great. Even Dahlman a little bit, sometimes misses an assignment, but that's little shit. They'll gel. I'm really not going to panic about that. I'm more so panicking about the left tackle. I've done it numerous times. I've been on Adam Johns' Twitter when he asks, "Hey, Hogan Johns is coming up. Submit some questions, and if we like the question, we'll talk about it." And they did. They pulled a couple of my questions, talked about it on their show, and I'm always talking about that left tackle spot. I know they got to be like, fucking Ezra. Would you fucking stop asking about the left tackle? I can't. It's a glaring hole. It's Caleb's blind side. That shit needs to be solidified, and it's not. It's a shit show. They were like, yeah, they give it to Braxton Jones for whatever reason. It hasn't worked. He gets benched this last game. They put in the screaming Canadian Eagle, who looked okay. No, he didn't. I think he looked kind of bad at first. It wasn't until like they brought in Ozzy Trapillo, which that's another thing. We draft him in the second round, and then he's a healthy scratch the first 3 games. And then we bring him in kind of as an emergency in the middle of the game. Luckily, the offensive line really looked to make a shift in that second half of that game because shit seemed to like settle down, calm down. Caleb maybe just had an extra second back there in the pocket. So I was okay. Well, it ended up working out, but now they got a bye week to kind of, I don't know, review the tape, test these guys out a little bit more, and then we'll see what the starting offensive line looks like when they come back, when they go up against Washington. But that's still a big worry for me is the tackles. I mean, Darnell Wright was supposed to be one of those positions where you don't even think about it. This kid, he's got it. But that hasn't been the case. The kid's been penalized so much. Holdings and false starts and fucking getting beat, by defensive ends. And it's just like, uh-oh. Is the kid like not locked in? Is he out of shape? Is that it? It's going to take like the first 6 weeks of the season for the kid to get back into game shape. You know what I would do? Remember the story last year? Was it last year or the year before? Remember the offseason going into spring training? They accidentally gave him the wrong workout, and he ended up doing the conditioning that was meant for wide receivers, so that when he came in, this kid was qualifying for the wide receivers conditioning workouts, but he was doing the wrong one. So the kid was probably in optimum, fantabulous shape. And now that they gave him, no, these are the workouts for left tackles. You do these. And like now he's coming in like not in shape. I don't know. I can't explain what's going on with Darnell Wright, but I'm definitely worried about that side of the line, being is that we've had so much problems with him when you probably really shouldn't have worried about Darnell Wright. That was the consensus. I think we all thought, hey, don't worry about Darnell, man. Kid's a stud. But not so much now. Now we're not too damn sure. But back to the left tackle, branching a little bit, but back to the left tackle situation. The fuck are we going to do? We've got a guy from British Columbia, a college in British Columbia, Canada, playing left tackle in the NFL. I don't even know what to make of that, other than it's just going to be a long fucking year. Especially if the coaches, the coaches benched Braxton during the game, they had seen enough. Because remember at the beginning of all this, Ben Johnson had said, we're going to play the 4 weeks and then we're going to use the bye to kind of evaluate and analyze and then make any adjustments that we need at that time. Well, they waited 3.5. They saw Braxton for 3.5 games and they were like, fuck it, pull him, get him the fuck out of here. We've seen enough. And it's like, oh shit, okay. So I think it'd probably be safe to say he's probably not going to be the starting left tackle coming back from the bye. And if that's, again, a testament to, is it a testament to how good the Screaming Eagle is playing, or is it a testament to how bad Braxton has been? And the only barometer that we're going to get as fans is to see the kid in action on Sundays. That's when we're going to get to see, like, oh shit, that's how bad our left tackle situation is. And that's why, Adam Johns, I am beating that horse to death. Beyond death, I'm beating that horse. Because it was such a glaring need and we didn't fix it. Every sports journalist in the city and fans and everybody knew that Braxton wasn't the answer. What he's shown us on his rookie contract is what he is. That's it. He's always needed to work on his anchor, and I'm sure he did. He's a fucking professional athlete. I'm sure he worked on his anchor. It could just be simply he doesn't have one. He doesn't have an anchor. Okay? He's great in the run blocking because you don't need an anchor in run blocking. You're just pushing the sled. But pass pro, you fucking bull rush him. That's what I do. If I was a defensive end, oh shit, I'm on Braxton this Sunday. I'm just going to bull rush all game. I'm going to be in that quarterback's lap all game. Oh my God. So we'll find out what happens. The guys get a nice little break on their bye. And yeah, they get a nice little bye-week little break, and then hopefully the coaches will do the right thing, which again, I think Ben Johnson is that maniacal that he's going to do the right thing. I don't think he's going to care about, oh, how does Poles feel about you? What are you getting paid? Did you get an extension? What kind of contract are you on? I don't think Ben's that dude. He probably doesn't give a shit what the name says on the back of your jersey or how much you're getting paid or when the fuck you were drafted. If you can't play football, you're not going to play football. You're going to be on the bench or on the practice squad or second string. But they got to get that shit figured out because it's going to be a long season if Caleb's having to evade his blind side all season long. Okay. And so I have that same kind of rant on the opposite side of the ball on the line of scrimmage. Our defensive line's the same. It's the same shit. I don't know why I thought my expectations for who's the cat we picked up from Atlanta? Garrett. I don't know why. I know the guy's 31. He's 30 or 31. I don't care. I saw his highlight reel, and I know it's a highlight reel from last year, and I'm like, yeah, the dude still got it. He still got it, and I'm sure that he does. I just ain't seen it. Okay. I thought maybe he'd be more of a factor. I thought Gervon Dexter would also have been more of a factor than what I've seen. And do not get me fucking started on Montez and them. Otez and them. For what he's getting paid, I would have pictured a little more production out of him. I did catch his stats. He's not having an awful season, right? He's not having an awful season. I mean, he's got QB hits. He's got pressures. He's got a few tackles for losses. He's got 1 sack. And I know you can't be a stat watcher and tell if somebody's earning their paycheck or not. You can't just look at sack numbers. I get it. I really do. But it was an eye-opener to see Max Crosby on Sunday just completely affect the game the whole fucking time. That motherfucker was up somebody's ass every fucking play, whether he made the play or not, because he didn't make a lot of plays. But every time Caleb drops back, I'm like, oh, fucking here we go. That motherfucker is up somebody's ass. He's in the backfield. He's breathing down Caleb's neck. He's batting down fucking balls. He was a one-man wrecking crew. And that's what I was thinking Montez would be. Shame on me. Shame on me for thinking that. But I just thought the dude would be a little bit more of like he don't have to be a fucking game wrecker, but I want him disrupting shit consistently. I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing it. And I heard he's had a great off season. How many times have we had heard about players having great off seasons, right? But I've heard he had a great off season. So again, you're setting an expectation when you tell fans, "Oh yeah, Montez having a great off season." He's healthy because last year I guess he was a little banged up or a lot of banged up, but the guy's tough and he was playing through it, and so therefore his production really wasn't evident. But this year he's supposed to be healthy, and he's looking like how he was last year. So I don't know what to make of that other than I'm concerned, just like the offensive line. I'm concerned with the defensive line because I'm not seeing the production that we need. Linebacker play. With TJ Edwards out, that dude was a tackling machine. He's got a nose for the ball. He's great in coverage, and I think his presence is missed. Now Noah Sewell comes in. I like Noah Sewell. He plays fast. He hits hard. He's always around the ball. His tackling, there's issues with that. I see him taking bad angles. I see Tremaine Edmonds taking bad angles, coming in to tackle the ball, the ball runner, the running backs on run plays, taking bad angles. They're not really wrapping up. And even when they do wrap up, the running back breaks free. And it's like, well, fuck, man. Tremaine Edmonds is doing all right, though. I mean, we're talking, he got a nose for the ball, him too. Making interceptions, making plays, but just like you need more consistency. Like get up in those, what do they call them? Run fits? Get up in your fucking run fit and make the fucking tackle. You're a big dude. I know your pad level's really high because you're really tall, but fucking crack those motherfuckers. Like Noah Sewell. Noah Sewell does. Noah Sewell's hitting people now. He's fucking he's smacking people, but it's just not consistent. Not consistent enough. And as it is right now, yeah, our secondary is the fucking shining light on the defensive side of the ball. Our secondary. Just kind of like our offense. Our wide receivers are our shining light. And Caleb too. I mean, Caleb's balling. Caleb's clutch. But yeah, those skill positions, those are our wide receiver room is stacked, if you ask me. I know some people talking about DJ Moore and trades and all. You can't trade. Don't do that. Okay, under one exception. For the last 15 minutes, I've been bitching about the offensive line, a tackle, or some defensive line. We need some studs, or we need these motherfuckers to step up. I don't know, though. I don't know if I'd do it, though. Okay, let's throw the hypothetical out, okay? So DJ Moore for who? Who's out there? Somebody of that caliber, defensive end or defensive tackle, that's equivalent to DJ? I would maybe do it. I would consider. I wouldn't just hang up the phone. I would definitely think about it, but don't fuck with that wide receiver room, man. Because again, when we get on full-blown attack mode and everything's hitting on all 8 cylinders, you're going to want TJ there. You're going to need him there. If it's a fucking track meet, if this offense turns into that Detroit track meet, we're going to want DJ. You're going to want him. So I'm not really too eager to let him go. His whole demeanor, I know in past videos, if you've ever watched any of my videos in the past, I was overly concerned with DJ's body language. I think we all were. You could see it when the camera pans to him on the sidelines, and you could just tell his body that he ain't feeling it. He's frustrated. I mean, I get it. I mean, Shane Waldron. Who was it before that? Luke Getsy. Yeah, I probably wouldn't be too happy either. But he was having that energy and that demeanor on him that us as fans is like, yo, what's wrong with DJ? Like, he wants out. He wants out of here. But seeing him at the end of the game on hug Caleb like that, how he hugged him, I was like, okay, all right. Woo. I could put my worries to bed just for one more week. We're going to take this 1 week at a time, DJ, until I see the full blown. And he'll get his turn. I think that's probably going to be evident as we get to see more of Ben Johnson's offense. Rome Odunze has been balling out. And you want to see that from such a young guy, second year, starting to blossom. Love it. But eventually defenses are going to be like, yo, you got to shade him. Okay, cool. Yeah. Shade Rome. Go ahead. Because then there's DJ, there's Cole Kmet, there's Colston Loveland, there's Luther Burden, and OZ. Don't forget about OZ. So yeah, go ahead. Shade Rome if you want to. And then those will be the games where fucking maybe DJ grabs him a couple touchdowns in a game. Get himself over 100 yards in that game. It's going to happen. And then round and round it's going to go because then teams are going to be like, well, we tried shading Rome and DJ burned us. So then we tried to watch DJ and Luther Burden burned us. And then we try to cover those three and then the fucking tight ends killed us. You know, it's like that's what you're hoping to see. And I think it'll happen because, again, Ben Johnson seems like he's a fucking maniac. So he's probably going to make sure that that does happen. But we can't trade DJ, I guess is the end of my rant. You can't trade DJ. You can't do it. Again, unless it's some bona fide fucking stud, edge rusher, or left tackle. And I don't think you're going to get that for DJ. So it's not going to happen. We're going to have to make do with what we got. What I would like to see happen, though, before the trade deadline is, can we do something about a running back room? We got 2 running backs, and one of them's a wide receiver. Okay? Like, we got Swift, and we got DJ Moore. That's our running back room. Oh, no, Kyle Monangai. I'm sorry. I walk that back. We got Kyle Monangai. Then we need to see more Kyle Monangai then. No disrespect to Swift. He's got his properties. He's got his uses. You go ahead and get him a little bit on open field, outside the tackles, outside the hashes, and let him do work. He does that. But he doesn't come off to me as like that dude who's going to just churn out an ugly, 80, 90 yards in a game between the tackles. He can do it, but I don't think he's going to do it. Maybe Kyle Monangai could be. I saw, the carries that he does get, man, he hits those holes. He's got a nice low pad level, and he's a stocky dude. I mean, he gets 6 yards, 8 yards, a chunk, providing the offensive line is blocking. The fucking offensive line still doing its thing, trying to gel. Oh, man. So, yeah. I would like to see maybe Ryan Poles make a move at running back. Nothing too crazy. Just get a running back here who's, I don't even know, mid. Would you say DeAndre Swift is mid? Right? He's not like blow your asshole apart. He don't blow my asshole apart. He's got some moves in the open field if you get him the ball throwing. But anytime he gets the ball, it seems he wants to bounce it outside. And with the speed of linebackers these days, and I don't think DeAndre Swift is all that fast, he's not beating linebackers around that edge. So he's only getting 2 yards a clip by bouncing it outside. So go north and south, man, and get 3. Okay? Go north and south and get 3 or 4. But yeah, I'd like to see that. I'd like to see maybe a little running back help. Bring some in. Because Roschon Johnson, man, what happened to him? The coaching staff came in and they just don't like him? They don't fit the scheme? Or he doesn't fit their scheme? Is it a health thing? Can't be a health thing because then he wouldn't be out there on special teams like he is. Because I see him on special teams. I don't see him making tackles or anything, but I see him on the field during special teams. But we need to bring him running back. That's what we need. I don't know. I do hate bye weeks though because they are boring. Nothing to do. I don't know what games are slated coming up this week. If there's any fun ones to watch, some divisional games. Root for the opposite team. Watching a divisional game, that's how I spend my bye weeks. Maybe I'll take the dog to the dog park. That sounds like fun. Stadium? Huh? Stadium time. The Bears come out and are like, no, we're not going to ask taxpayers for any help with the stadium. We got this. And us as Bear fans, we're like, yeah, you're absolutely worth $9 billion. You definitely got it. Don't ask us for shit, okay? We're all fucking broke. I ain't got no money to build no stadium. I'd like to, but, eggs are $8 a dozen. Can't do it right now. Can't help you with the stadium. Sorry. And they're like, yeah, no, we're not going to ask. But then apparently now they need help with the infrastructure. They're going to need some assistance with the infrastructure. Now, infrastructure, I take that as what? You got to run some plumbing out there to the track. High-speed fiber optic cables. You got to get that out there. Telephone wires, you name it. That kind of infrastructure. I mean, we don't have the money for it anyways. I'm just making sure that's what you mean by infrastructure. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. But now they need help. And it's like, you sons of bitches. You said you weren't going to need any help. And now you need help. Also, I'm not a big fan of the design. I'm just going to throw that out there. I just feel for the money that they're going to spend and the investment and this big spectacle that it's going to be. I would prefer. Right. There it is. Right. Look at. You're going to drop a lot of dough on this facility. Do you maybe want to pick a design where it doesn't look like a fucking waffle iron? Huh? Here's the moniker. Okay. The Chicago Bears of Arlington Heights at Waffle House Stadium. That's right. Waffle House Stadium. Now, I tell you what, if they actually did, and this is like probably the dad joke cornball in me, if they actually did slap some Waffle House fucking badging on that building, I'd be all right with it. I'd be like, all right, fuck yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, make the stadium look just like that. Call it Waffle House Stadium. You got it. See if I can zoom. Can I zoom it in more? See that? You could just imagine some Waffle House branding on it. Now, some people do say that it looks too much like is it Gillette Stadium? It looks too much like the Raiders Stadium, which it does look similar. I'm trying to see if I can get any interior pictures of it. Because it does look close. It ain't it, though. It's super duper close, though. From the outside of things. From the outside of things. There's Las Vegas Stadium. Because theirs looks more like a Roomba. And then there's the Bears Stadium. That looks like a Waffle House. A waffle iron, I'm sorry. I'm hungry. I'm thinking of Waffle House. Yeah. So there's the stadium in Arlington Heights, and there's the stadium in Vegas. Oh, oh my word. But no, okay, here we go. So there we go. That's a better look at it. That's the interior, right? So yeah, it looks fucking almost just like it. I understand it's the same builder, so before you start commenting that it's the same builder, I'm aware. So what though? Because it's the same builder, you can't. You're all fresh out of ideas. That's the best I could do. Sorry. That's all I got. I only have the one blueprint. Why would you come to me? I told you I've only got the one schematic. God forbid you think an original thought or maybe change some things up. I can't even. I like it. I mean, I don't the inside I like. That's dope. Those big open windows. Wonder if they open. Let some fresh air up in there, you know? Let some fresh air up in there. That'd be cool. That way you can still enjoy the cold a little bit on them nice December, January games. But yeah, I mean, it's the outside that's the problem. It's just ugly. Looks like a fucking waffle iron, man. Oh, man, I tell you. So that's about it. That's where we're at for the next fucking 2 weeks. Well, no, tomorrow's Friday. Sunday's coming up. So we're like 10 days out. But yeah, I don't, what do you guys think? What do you guys think about the stadium? What do you guys think about our chances on beating Washington? You guys have any thoughts on that? Leave it down in the comments. Let me know. Rap about it. Let me check Washington's record really quick because I don't even know. I have done I'm not in the NFL. I don't need to do any recon on the teams. Where are we at here? Well, so Washington actually plays they play the Chargers. Chargers just lost to somebody, didn't they? Somebody who shouldn't have beat them. The Giants. The Giants beat them. Is that what happened? So they lost to the Falcons. They beat the hell out of the Raiders. They lost to the Packers. It's just fucking last year's schedule. God bless America. Yeah, they're 2-2 as well. Commanders are 2-2, just like us. No, they beat the Giants. The preseason. I have people calling me during a show. How rude. Don't call me during a show. You see I'm live. Don't call me. The hell's wrong with you? The hell is... Ah, shit. Yeah, it's all right. They're 2-2. We're 2-2. I ain't seeing nothing. They beat the Raiders. We beat the Raiders. They lost to the Packers. Well, probably lose to the Packers. Depends where Packers are at in our schedule. Because I think by the time we get later into the season and it's all systems are running smooth, we might have something for that Packer ass. We might have something. Something to penetrate the bum rush. Can anybody tell me the current status of Jaden Daniels? Anybody know? Is he hurt? How long is he going to be hurt for? Apparently Jaden Daniels plans to play this week versus the Chargers. Okay. So if he's feeling like he's going to come back for them, well, then he'll definitely be ready for us then. Which that'll be good, right? You want that storyline. I don't want that fucker sitting on the bench hurt and then we just beat the shit out of whoever his backup is. Marcus Mariota, is that who it was? Yeah. You want to beat that kid. Out throw him, outscore him. Show who the real number 1 draft pick was. Confirm that shit. That the Bears drafted correctly. Caleb's the number 1 guy, not Jaden Daniels. Embarrass him. I hope it's one of those games, but I'm a meatball. I want it to be a blowout. However, Ben Johnson's, moniker, whatever his game plan is, where he said you want to embarrass the other team. Yeah. Hell yeah, you do. I want that too. Embarrass them. Put up a fucking 40. Put up a 50 burger. And I think we got the talent to do it. Again, the defense, although they give up gobs and gobs of yardage, they take the ball away. Do a little homework. Right quick before letting y'all go. Thanks for hanging out. Or we can hang out. I ain't doing shit. So here we go. What is this? Defense. Turnovers. Wow. That's passing. Passing defense. What? That's alphabetical. Can you give it to me in actual rank? Damn. The Bears currently have 7 interceptions. The only other team that has 7 interceptions are the Seahawks. Oh, my bad. Jaguars have 9. Jags doing it. Doing a damn thing. That's dumb. Why don't they give me the stats like in ranking? Like in order. Can you not give it to me in alphabetical order? gay. Hold on. Grr. That's fucking gay too. It's fucking stupid. I think it'd be really easy. Like a fucking video game gives you rankings on fucking turnovers and shit. Total defense. They show me rankings for total defense. Anybody want to guess where the Bears rank in total defense? It ain't pretty. All your fears come to light. These stats, they don't lie. In terms of what they're giving up. The actual tape doesn't lie. On performance, if everybody's doing their job and who's giving effort, the tape is there for that. But the actual yardage, anyways, the Bears, you ready? Drum roll. 27th ranked defense. That's going off of yards per average. They're giving up 379.5 yards a game. Cowboys have the dead last defense. Cowboys dead last, 420.5 yards a game. Wow. As we stand right now, the Browns have the number one ranked defense in the league right now. The Browns. Damn. Oh, rushing defense? Yeah. Oh, God. When it comes down to rushing defense, the Chicago Bears are dead last. But we knew that. If you watch the Bears every Sunday, you could probably have guessed that one. You know, you hoped all week, man, before the Raiders game. You really hoped and thought, please don't let this be Gentry's coming out game. Please don't let this be that. But again, that little Bears voice in the back of your head was telling you, come to terms with this because this is happening. It sure did. See, but check that out. So these nice little other analytics, the Bears' third down defense is the best in the league, number one. Bears defense ranked number one on third down defense. 29.3%. It's fucking fantastic. So although they get gashed and other teams just get first downs before hitting third down, when it's in the crunch and you need a stop on that third down, they make the stop. They get it done. They surely didn't with the Lions game. That was bad. That was a bad day. I mean, all right. Just for shits and giggles, the stats are interceptions. The Bears are second, tied for second with the Seahawks with 7 defensive interceptions. It's good. That's good. Where's our offense rank? How are we doing offensively? Because I don't know. I know our run game is shit. But we have we looked okay on offense. The offense is struggling running the ball, but total offense, absolute total offense. That's not what I said. But they really don't make this fucking easy. This should be easy. Not that I'm Mr. Savvy on the fucking internet, but this is ridiculous. Can you just give me fucking power rankings? Or not even power rankings. We're talking like statistical rankings. Jesus. Should have some background music, huh, when I'm doing this? That one. We got to use a royalty-free one. Oh, here we go. Sure. Now I'm listening to music instead. Kind of a little funky. All right, no, that's fucking corny. I can't do that shit. Anywho, rankings, y'all. Where the fuck Bears rank on offense? Can somebody give me a nice clear cut motherfucking list? Sorry, this is an adult Bears show. The kids should not be watching the Book of Ezra at any time. For anybody liking and subscribing, please do not let children ever watch not 5 minutes of my content. Okay? I swear like a sailor. Okay? It's not safe. These are not safe spaces when you come to the Book of Ezra. There are no safe spaces. None. Okay? I afford no safe space. We're going to hurt some feelings. We're going to say some raunchy shit. We're going to say shit on this show that you may get a divorce if your wife hears what goes on here. Just letting you know. And if you like that kind of stuff, make sure you Follow me on Twitter. Follow me on YouTube. Follow me on Rumble. That's what we do here. All right, here we go. This looks like a better list here. That's not too shabby. Bears offense. We're like right there in the middle of the pack. Our offense is doing things. No, we're not. We're in the back middle, like 19th overall offense. That's just yards per game. All right. All right. Where are we at on points per game? Now we're doing things. We move up, we hop right up that list if you're going to go points per game. 12th. Yeah. It's not too shabby. That's not too shabby, y'all. 12th points per game means we're scoring points. Unlike past offenses where we didn't score shit. Like ever. Run, pass, punt. Run, pass, punt. Run, pass, punt. Pass, punt. Screen, pass. No, yeah, that was last season. Screen, punt. Screen, punt. Don't know what the fuck a slant is. Didn't know what a slant was. Never ran a slant. Don't know what that is. Never threw it. Didn't happen. Man, last year was brutal. Do you guys remember that last year? You guys fucking remember? Man, was that shit brutal. It was so brutal. I stopped making content about the Bears. I was like, fuck it. I'm not even going to do it. Not even going to do it. Why would I spend the time? You know what kind of effort goes into making content? For those of you who are watching who do make content, you do know. For those that you don't, there's a lot that goes on behind the scenes you got to do. It's a lot of shit. Editing and lighting and scripting and or just bullet points. I like to just ad lib, but I'll do little bullet points of what we're going to talk about. You got to prep. You got to pull any material that you want to share, highlights and interviews and whatever. It's a lot of work. And I'm like, why the fuck am I even going to do this? For a team that's an ownership that has given us shit for so many years. Why am I going to put the effort in? They don't give a shit if we're happy or unhappy Bears fans. They don't fucking care because they're just raking in the dough, raking it. It doesn't matter how shitty the Bears are. They generate billions of fucking dollars because everybody loves the Bears. I don't know why. I don't know why you'd want to be a fucking Bears fan if you're not from Chicago. If you're from Chicago, you kind of don't have a choice. You're born into it. It's like infused in your brain from childhood. And then by the time you're adult, you don't have a choice. You're not going to root for any other team. But I'll use people from out of town. Why? Why? Because of Walter Payton? Because of the 85 Bears? That's it? And you guys have stuck around this whole time. Gluttons for punishment, I tell you. Well, welcome aboard. Welcome, damn it. God damn it, welcome. Okay, you want to root for this team, man? It's, ruin every one of your fucking Sundays for the rest of your life. By all means. Misery loves company, they say. Come on aboard. We're happy to have you. Thanks for coming. But yeah, I'm not going to give the effort and do all this work and burn a whole day of, of editing and all this shit and uploading and tagging and hash marks and all this for what? So y'all can just not watch and be miserable and like, fuck it. I'm like, I'm not going to do it. And thank God I didn't, because the Bears ripped off fucking 9 more losses after the Washington game. So that would have been it would have been the same episode every week, which it was up until that point. I had a whole video premised on the Matrix with the dripping coating, neon green coating, because that's what it felt like. It actually felt like every game from the last 10 years since Lovey. It's been the same fucking pattern over and over. And then you start to go through some psychosis of, do we live in a simulation, like, for real? Because I've heard some scientists say, oh, this is actually like a grand simulation. Well, I would say, because the patterns over and 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 over up until this year. Ben Johnson is Morpheus. For anybody who knows The Matrix, I'm sure everybody's seen it. It's a cult classic. Ben Johnson is Morpheus, and Caleb is Neo. Because this is the only way we're going to get out of this Bears fucking Matrix. Is if Ben Johnson and Caleb Williams free us from the Matrix. Yep. But that's what it felt like, because, again, same shit. Quarterback play, we always think we got him. Mitch, I don't know what the fuck we were thinking drafting Mitch. I wanted Deshaun Watson. But in hindsight, I'm super glad we didn't get him. Fucking masseuse gate over here. Fucking leave that shit to Cleveland. Although he was drafted by the Texans, but that was a quick get rid of him. They probably knew. They had many complaints and phone calls. He was inappropriate in the fucking masseuse salon again. Fuck, we got to get rid of this guy. He can't keep his hands to himself. You ever heard of a prostitute, Deshaun? Just throwing it out there. Go to the Bunny Ranch in Vegas. You need ass that bad. Fucking masseuses. They're there to rub you down, your muscles, and get you ready for the next week. You want to grope women, go to places where they allow groping women. So I'm glad we didn't draft him, so we get Mitch. Because they liked the piece of shit car he drove up in. And the kid showed flashes. He showed flashes. 2018. I mean, that was a good year, but that was all defense. That was all Vic Fangio. But you still saw some things in Mitch where you're like, oh, yeah, you can coach this. And then I don't know if Nagy was like, okay, well, we ran a lot of gimmick plays and we ran a lot of simple shit, but now we're going to go on to the next phase of me installing this offense. And that was it. We lost Mitch. Now to save his job, Nagy wanted to bring in fucking seasoned quarterbacks, Nick Foles and Andy Dalton, and bring in some vets where they can run my offense, because this young fucking idiot ain't going to get it. But the old quarterbacks kept getting hurt, so we had to put Mitch back in. And it was the same thing with, before you even go there, Justin Fields. It was the same fucking shit. Here it is, Matt Nagy's last year. He was probably told, if you suck ass this year, you're out of here, Nagy. Okay, well, I don't want a rookie fucking Justin Fields in there running my offense. I need a vet. Okay. Andy Dalton. What was it? A couple weeks, Andy Dalton? Did he hurt his leg? Oh, Justin's got to go in. Couldn't do nothing with Justin. Boom. Coach is fired. New staff comes in. And these fucking idiots didn't know what to do with Justin either. I think the jury's out on Justin at this point now. I was, because I didn't know. And I'm not a film watcher either. I'm sure a lot of people who watch film Or like, yeah, Justin ain't it. Justin can't do this. He can't do that. But way too soon to tell. Was it the OCs? Was it Luke Getsy? Was it, what it could have been? And the other part of that shit sandwich was Justin. Could he play quarterback? Well, the guy leaves Chicago because we draft Caleb. He goes to Pittsburgh. It doesn't work out. Goes to the Jets now, and it's not working out. So maybe Justin wasn't the guy. Okay, fair enough. But then the patterns, okay? Let's not branch too far. The Matrix and the fucking simulation. It's the same fucking pattern. So, same thing with Eberflus. Last year, Matt, I swear if you don't fucking make the playoffs, you're fucking fired. Okay? Well, we drafted first overall pick, Caleb Williams. Who are we going to bring in, huh? Who you want to bring in to coach this kid? Generational talent. Number 1 overall fucking pick. Heisman Trophy his junior year. The kid's, he's got it. The kid has got it. Who you bringing in? Who? Shane Waldron. To coach Caleb Williams. Shane Waldron. Okay, well, it's your ass. You're fucking fired if this doesn't work. Boom, halfway through the season, Shane Waldron's fucking fired. Holy fuck. And then shortly thereafter, when Shane Waldron got fired, fucking Eberflus is fucking fired. Now you got this poor fucking, and forgive me, I don't remember his name. He was like a passing game coordinator or something. Hey, guess what? You're the head coach, the offensive coordinator. You got all these fucking, good luck. So that is it's just a shit show. But the patterns, that's what I'm saying. The patterns over and over and over. We're seeing the same shit. You're not fixing the offensive line or the defensive line. And then don't even for a second, as the Bears management, act fucking surprised at all when during the season, your rookie quarterback is getting sacked over and over and over and 68 times in a season. You're shocked? You're shocked now. Wow, I really misread that. I really thought our offensive line I was proud of that. Okay. So then can't evaluate offensive line talent? Is that it? Do you think you're just going to skill position your way into a Super Bowl? Can't happen. Doesn't happen. I'm sure somebody maybe out there in the comments or watching could be like, well, no, there was this one team. Whoever skill positioned themselves into a Super Bowl. You have to have the fucking trenches. All right? I can't sound more dated showing my age. Championships are won in the trenches. Because they are. If you have fucking great offensive line, great defensive line, you're probably going to be all right. Because you could have a game manager at quarterback and very mid-tier skill players. If your offensive line is fucking really good. Because a veteran game manager is going to drop back, read the defense, and just start picking the defense apart because he has the time. That's it. We have on our offense as we are today, I love our skill group. Our wide receivers, tight end room, the fucking quarterback, it's like it's all right there. It didn't look half bad last year. But with no offensive line, the kid's getting fucking killed every game. Sacked 68 times in a season. How many games did we win? 4? And then here we've got a mastermind, right? Offensive coordinator, head coach, Ben Johnson. Mastermind. And he's shown it. What I've seen so far, his play calling's been great. I watched some of the guys on YouTube who break down film and show it's basically tape on Caleb, but you get to see the route trees, you get to see the schemes and all that. Totally different. Totally different from what I've seen as a Bears fan from years past. This is a very modern style offense. But I think Ben's going to be a little bit pissed off and frustrated because offensive line play. Did you not think of that, man, during the draft? Did anybody not talk about this before the draft, let alone in the draft room that night? I know it's exciting. Oh, my God, that tight end from Michigan. Oh, my God. Think about the things this guy can do for our offense. Well, hold on there. Time out, buddy. You know what having a good offensive line can do for your offense? No, I want the weapons. I want that kid from Michigan. Damn it. Draft a kid from Michigan. We need a tight end. And we need to fix that left tackle spot. We need to fix that left tackle spot. Nope. We'll patchwork it. We're going to patchwork that. Now, granted, maybe the draft board didn't fall the way they wanted. I'm sure they had left tackles in their buckets, as they like to say. They put the draft kids in buckets. And maybe the kid was gone by the time they got to 10. So they had to make they had to make a move. I don't think that's true, though, because who's that kid? Usuri? I don't know if I'm saying his name right. But I think that kid was available. And wouldn't you know it, he's starting for an NFL team right now. He's starting. And I believe he was available at 10. I don't know. I mean, how super critical do you want to be of Ben Johnson and Poles on this first draft that they had together? I mean, I know diehard fans would be super like, I'd be fucking hella fucking critical of him. What are you talking about? But I definitely would have thought of that. I would have thought of it the draft before, too, in the 4th round. We're going to get a punter. What? A punter in the 4th round. When you could have got, again, trenches, defensive tackles, interior offensive linemen. Like, nope, punter. And then we're drafting skill positions here, there, everywhere. Some make the argument of Poles built the team backwards. That's fair. If trenches are so important, those should have been your first things to address. And then went and got your skill players. But his first draft, what did he do? Oh, I'll give it to him. His first draft, he didn't have shit. We had no draft capital. It was all given away by Ryan Pace. So Poles had to do the best he could. But even still, his first picks were what? Gervon Dexter? Zach Pickens? Or was it Kyler Gordon Brisker? Was it that year? Because he did it in 2 back-to-back years. Now, Kyler Gordon and Brisker, to me, has worked out, barring health. Damn it. That's another factor, see, is fucking health. These draft picks that he picked, they're not healthy. Brisker has missed a lot of football so far. Bless his heart with the concussions. That's no joke. I would never. I mean, at some point, I was even considering Brisker should be thinking about playing football anymore. Don't fuck with your brain. The brain trauma. It's not worth it, man. So he's always suffering from concussions, and now Kyler Gordon, he's missed quite a bit of football too. He's missed all of this year so far for this season, but he's missed time in past seasons. But back to Zach Pickens, he's not even on the team anymore. Zach Pickens, and then Gervon Dexter. I mean, again, he shows flashes, but it's not consistent. It's a big kid, though. I like him. He's a big kid. But just not, I mean, I don't see the consistency on it yet. Even this draft, our second rounders. Ozzie Trapillo was a healthy scratch for the first 3 weeks. You drafted him in the second round. You'd think second rounders, you want one, fighting for a spot on the roster. I mean, fighting for a spot to be first string. And if not, at least be second string. They didn't even suit the kid up. Healthy scratch. Trapillo, yeah. Luther Burden, he's on the field. That's good to see. And they're getting him involved in the offense. Also very good to see. Hippolyte. That was the other second round pick, yeah. Special teamer. Special teamer. Second rounder, special teams. I don't know. The argument might be fair that he built the team backwards. He went outside in instead of inside out. But we're here. We're here now. Can't go back and change it now. We're here now. We got the players who we got. They're making it work. Just figure out that damn left tackle spot, can we? Please. Stick a shovel in the dirt already. Put a handle on that waffle iron and put a Waffle House fucking badge on there. Let's go. Build that fucking stadium. Oh, don't ask Cook County taxpayers for money either. Do that shit on your own, okay? We're struggling paying our fucking bills. Don't take our money and fucking put infrastructure in. You do that shit your damn self. In the long run, man, it's an investment, right? That's what they tell us with homeownership. It's an investment. You got the money. Pay for it, George. Pay it. Okay? It's an investment. Think long term. You'll be a fucking trillionaire when it's all said and done. Okay? A trillionaire. Because you're going to build plazas and suites and hotels and restaurants and band shells, and you're going to be hosting Final Fours and bowl games and Super Bowls. And dude, you're going to be fucking shitting money. You're going to have so much money, you don't even know what to fucking do with it. Meanwhile, what? The taxpayers are going to flip the bill? And then what do we got? $18,000 a year fucking property tax? Fuck you. And that's not even one of the pristine suburbs, okay? Don't ask. Don't fucking ask Cook County taxpayers for money to build that shit, man. You got the money. You're fine. You'll be all right. Okay? Chicago Bears are a global brand, baby. Okay? Again, from what I said about 20, 30 minutes ago. I don't know why. I don't know why somebody who isn't from Chicago would want to fucking be a Bears fan. We suck. We've sucked for a long time. You get your heart broken every fucking Sunday for 3-4 months. Why the fuck do you want to do that? But thank you. Thanks for joining. Again, misery loves company. We love having you. So George needs to start thinking about that kind of stuff. You know what? I can't believe we asked the taxpayers for help with this. We've got the money. And over time, that money we invest is going to quadruple. And that's on a conservative side. It's going to quadruple. It's going to multiply exponentially. Pay the fucking money, George. Yeah. Kevin, say a prayer. Kevin Warren, say a prayer. Lay your hands on George's shoulder. Okay. Let's bow our heads and say a quick Our Father. That's this cheap ass white man. Can he please just flip the bill for this goddamn stadium? Lord, God, let this man just sign the fucking check so I can pack my shit and go back home wherever the fuck I'm from, because I've been stuck in Chicago for fucking years and the stadium business isn't moving at all. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Okay? There, George, make it happen, bro. Make it happen, George. Don't be asking us for the we ain't got money. Okay? Cook County residents don't have the money. No. Kind of lets you know how out of touch he is a little bit. I don't know the guy personally. He seems like a fine gentleman. Okay? But I would love to ask him. Hey, George, really quick. How much is a gallon of milk, sir? With a microphone right in his face. How much is a gallon of milk, George? Do you know? I bet you don't know. I bet George has no idea how much a gallon of milk costs. He'll probably tell you some 1965 price. Last I checked, I believe it was 49 cents a gallon. Yep. You got it, George. 49 cents. Yeah. Pay for that fucking infrastructure, cheap bastard. Oh my God, I'm a fucking asshole, ignorant dick. That's what you come here for, okay? You don't come to the Book of Ezra for, well, today's statistics is actually Bears are scoring at an EPA of 29.3, and you don't come here for that. Go to other channels. The other channels got that shit covered. You come see me when you want to hear the shit that everybody else isn't saying. Maybe they're playing it safe. They want to press pass. I don't want to press pass. Maybe they don't want to step on people's toes because they want to go on other people's shows. I'll never get invited on anybody's shows. Okay? So all the shit that you guys think, and I know the other podcasters too and content creators, they all think the shit that I'm going to say. They just won't say it. That's why you come here. Okay? Because I'm going to say it. You think it, I say it. That's what happens on the Book of Ezra. You know what I do? It's a baseball term. I call balls and strikes. That's it. I don't have any allegiance to any side or anything at all. What's fair is fair. There's right and there's wrong. There's balls and there's strikes. Period. And I call balls when I see balls, and I call strikes when I see strikes. That's it. That's it, man. That's it. And sometimes it upsets people. Sometimes people go, you can't fucking say that. Yeah, I can. And I did. And I will keep saying it. because that's how I roll here. Yeah, that's it, buddy. That's it. So, George, pay the fucking $400 billion for that infrastructure, right? Get that shit done. Release Kevin Warren. Release him. You've had him hostage now for I don't know how many fucking years. Let him go. Let him build the stadium and let him go. Let him go. Or don't. And just let this fucking thing drag on more and more. To the point where the fans don't give a shit anymore. Because that's where I'm at. Hey, what do you think about that stadium? I don't give a shit anymore. I don't. As far as I'm concerned, it's never going to happen. Okay. On top of dealing, and then you got to deal with politicians too. Pritzker, are you fucking kidding me? So you got the McCaskies who are wanting to save money. You don't want to spend too much money, right? It's, hey, the cheapest we can get this stadium done, we want to get the stadium done. It's cheapest. But you're dealing with Illinois here, George. You're dealing with Illinois. Cook County, Chicago, probably known for its corruption, let alone fucking Pritzker, who, mind you, is like the heir to the Marriott hotel fucking chain, okay? This fucking fat bastard is set for life. His great, great, great grandchildren are set for life. But if he can fucking dictate how this stadium deal goes in any way where he can get his slimy fucking hands on more fucking money, that's what he's going to do. And I just think you haven't gotten the stadium deal done. Well, probably partially a lot of reasons, but one main component is you didn't bring a duffel bag fucking big enough to make all those fucking fat, greedy politicians go, go ahead, build the stadium. You got it. Yeah. Duffel bag was big enough. Yeah. But you didn't bring a big enough duffel bag because you want to get out of this as cheap as possible, which is understandably. Okay. The stadium's going to cost whatever it's going to cost. Building materials, labor, all that shit. It's going to cost what it's going to cost, but when you got to pay off politicians and whatever, oh no, I don't know about the tax codes. You know, we're as the government of the state of Illinois, we don't want to just lock you into a 1%, whatever the percent is of fucking taxes you need to pay. We can't just lock you into that. Because what if the taxes rise? You're going to be grandfathered in at that lower tax? No. It has to slide. That scale needs to slide because we need our fucking taste. Okay? We need our fucking taste. Chicago Bears. Which is probably why the mayor of Chicago is so fucking pissed off. Because there goes all your fucking revenue. Whatever revenue you were allowed from hosting Bears games on Sundays, gone. Parking, public transportation, concessions, whatever. Wherever the city of Chicago's government gets to stick their fucking greedy hands in. Gone. Bye. Gone off to Arlington Heights. See ya. And if the government officials in Chicago there are bosom buddies with Pritzker, which I'm sure they are, you're fucked. You're fucked. Just bring that duffel bag. Bring a couple duffel bags. Load them up in the back of the biggest SUVs you got and bring them. I would have hate to be Kevin Warren right now trying to get this deal done. I would hate it. Because again, you got your boss who's probably fucking cheap. And then you've got probably some of the most greediest corrupt politicians in all of the country here. So yeah, balance that one out and make a stadium happen. Minnesota, that was probably a fucking breeze. That was a breeze. No, I'm sure it took some gears to get looped there too, but not in the second city, baby. Not in the second city. Second or third biggest market in the country. It's a lofty task. That's a lofty task to get that stadium done. So yeah. So we'll see where it goes, right? You can only take it one day at a time. And like I said, I don't give a shit anymore. I had begged and pleaded, like, please just stick a shovel in the dirt already, please. So we can put this behind us and have that next thing we're looking forward to. Moving forward with the new franchise, new head coach, new quarterback, getting the system. He's looking good. Yeah. And then with a stadium in a couple years, fuck yeah. That stadium looms over you like a fucking thunder cloud. I don't care. Build it, don't build it. Build it next to the fucking lake. Build it out in fucking Rockford for all I give a shit. I can't control it. All I could do is just sit here on my podcast and talk shit. I could do that. From the comfort of my office, I could just sit here and talk shit. Not knowing shit about shit, but just running my fucking mouth. I'm glad a lot of you people popping in and out, checking me out, leaving, checking me out, leaving, coming back, leaving again, coming back. It's nice. There's a bunch of you in here now, so that's why I'm kind of just stagnating, going, what else? I think I covered it all, though, really. If you watch the whole thing, I covered it all, okay? Covered what's happened in the first 4 weeks. I covered Ben Johnson, bringing him in, what he means to the team, what I think about him, how he handled that halftime interview. It's perfect. It's beautiful. Covered Tyreek Stevenson, maturing, becoming a fine professional young man, athlete. Totally recouped from that Hail Mary debacle thing. And he's going to show out next Sunday against Washington. He's going to show out. Hopefully he gets a pick. That'd be great. But he's going to show out. It's going to be a good game. Talked a little bit about the stadium. I hate the design. It looks like a waffle iron. And talked about all the headway that they've made or not made in beginning to build the stadium. And the money that they need from taxpayers now, evidently. At first, they said that they weren't going to need taxpayer money, and now they do. But I say, no, you don't. No, you don't. And I wonder, will the taxpayers get a say in whether they use taxpayer money or not? Probably not, right? Because, see, our overlords that we vote into office don't ever come back and ask us, hey, you guys want to use some of your hard-earned money to build the... No? Oh. Well, tough shit. We're doing it anyways. Okay, so, yeah, there's that. Or do they? Will they ask, hey, do you guys want to pay? And everybody's like, no, boo, we're not paying for it. And then they go back to Georgia and go, well, that's what they said. They're not going to flip the bill. So it's on you, Jack. It's on you. Nah. They probably run just like the rest of our government. They spend our tax dollars however they want, whatever they think is best. They know what's best for us. We don't know. They do. So, yeah. So we covered all that. It was fun. I got it off my chest. I have to tell you, it feels really good to just talk and get that off your chest. Anybody in any of the comment sections of these videos when you watch, I'm such a small channel. If you want to come on and bitch and moan, come on. I'll send you a link and bring you on the show. I want to hear what you have to say too. I already know how I think and how I talk, and I do it on my show. And I want to hear what you have to say. Leave a comment. I'll send you, a business email where you could send your information. I'll send you an invite, and boom, off to the races. I want to hear your rant. Right? Let fellow Chicagoans. I want to know I'm not alone here. I want to hear different opinions. It's important. You can't live in an echo chamber up in your head all day, repeating the same things. You have to hear new ideas. You have to hear fresh takes. It's good to have somebody around that says, no, Ezra, you're wrong. Ezra, you're wrong about that. You know, the great Roman emperor, Marcus Aurelius, aside from being in Gladiator, if you've ever read any of his teachings or any of the books that are about him, do you know he actually hired a guy to follow him around everywhere he went to remind him every single day that he wasn't shit, that he was a man just like everybody else. He hired a guy to do that. Hey, boss, just letting you know, you're still shit sitting down like everybody else. Yep. You put on those Roman slippers 1 foot at a time, just like everybody else. That's important. It's important to remember. So here I am. I just did a solo show. I didn't have a co-host. I didn't have my co-host from Loud Horsing Off, Jonathan, with me. It was just me today. Speaking in an empty void, in an echo chamber. I put a ticker at the bottom. Leave me comments. So we can do a back and forth thing. But if you again, you leave comments in any of the where these videos end up, Twitter, YouTube, Rumble, I'll have guests on my show. My show is that small, where I could be like, "Fuck yeah, come on, man, we'll shoot the shit, have a beer, crack one, shoot the shit. We'll talk about whatever, football mainly." Tune in to Loud Horsing Off if you want to hear other shit. But it was an hour and 45 minutes I've been live. It's a long show. Anywho, I think that's enough for one day. That was tons of fun. It was awesome. Appreciate all you guys who stuck around and watched. Appreciate you so much. Thank you. And I'll do this again soon enough. All right. I'm out. Peace.